want to know who Nazim Farhan really is.
I tend to look at myself as a boro bhai.
Boro bhai,
I help everybody out.
Yes.
Yeah, been in the industry long enough.
How did the whole Shark Tank thing play out?
There were a lot of young people who were anyway coming to me and asking me how do I do how does that. And I realized that it's just not the money that they were looking for. They were also looking for mentorship. At that time, the players who were there, the producers of Shark Tank, I was actually telling them were actually the first group of guys that I actually invested in outside our business. So when it came back to they were looking for sharks, they I think naturally flowed in and they asked me to join as a panel investor, and that's the journey. I think I was one of the 10 sharks in season 1. Matter of fact, when they first said let's do Shark Tanks, I said yeah, sure, thinking okay, it'll take 2 days 3 days of a couple of hours a day in the evenings, we'll do it. It was a 14-day shoot, 2 weeks, starting, camera started at 9 a.m. and went till 9 p.m. Every day, 14 days. I think we got a day off. And to be at 9 o'clock, you have to be in makeup by 8.
What are some trends that you might have noticed in successful pitches?
One thing I keep telling everybody that Bangladesh is a very entrepreneurial in nature.
Okay.
We have a lot of problems that face us in life. We figured out solutions to that. One day I was coming in my office in Tejga, I was going to Gulshan. The whole city had a blackout. Right? Between Gulshan and Bata, there's a road. They had electricity. So I stopped in to check. What some engineer's guy did was got a genset. And he put a genset there, and he gave everybody an electric connection in running the genset.
Okay.
And he was charging them for every connection. And I was saying, so here's this guy has created his own mini electric company in that little street, right? One of the business that I invested in, and I thought it's actually going to make me a lot of money.
Okay.
It's already starting to make me.
Can you name them?
It's called Booktionary. The founder, while he was a student in university, was finding very expensive to buy books that he needed to study, right? And he would study for 6 months maximum, and then what to do with those books.
Yeah.
So all he's done is very interestingly has done a back end of whatever traditional system is. So he solved a problem that he was facing.
As an investor, what are some of the things that you look forward to in a person who is a founder or an entrepreneur, and they're coming to you, they're asking for your money?
First of all, do you have the passion? Do you have the drive? Is this problem that you're trying to solve something that is really nagging you? Is this something that you really need to solve?
Mm-hmm.
Or you found a solution to?
Right.
Are you willing to listen and to advice? At times we are so enamored by our idea that we think, okay, that's all there is. Now, what we have unfortunately done over the last 10, 15, 20 years in Bangladesh is that we've had people go through the education system. So we've had educated people coming out, but we've not created enough jobs for them. As we've not created jobs, and the government at that time did one of the laziest things possible. They basically threw this group into the deep and say, you need to be entrepreneurs. So you have to be an entrepreneur if you're not getting a job or a freelancer. Not everybody is an entrepreneur. It takes a special breed of people. Two learnings or two observations that I have.
Okay.
One was because first season, a lot of people came in, didn't understand what their maybe can get out of it. Mm-hmm. So they were asking for mind-boggling amounts of valuation. There was a guy who came in and was importing bamboo cutlery from China and selling it. and they want a like crazy valuation. One thing that I've noticed, let's say, even if you look at our the Shark Tank US or the Shark Tank India, there's a lot of rivalry between the sharks.
Yeah.
So
Toxic rivalry.
toxic, like, you'll find it
They
out.
want to be sharks, like
Yeah.
actual shark.
Here is
I think it's a bit more chill. from
it's
what
much
I've
more
seen.
chilled and it's much more cooperative.
Okay.
So most of the deals on the tank in Bangladesh season 1 were multi-shop deals.
Yeah, happened to me.
So happened together.
So Farhan bhai, to end it all off, let me ask you this one question. Let's say I am Ahnaf. I'm an entrepreneur. I have an idea. And the idea is legitimate. It is not anything illegal. It won't get anyone into trouble. And I want to go out, succeed in the world, right? What would Farhan Nazim's advice be for me?
Don't do it. Don't be an entrepreneur.